Alicia R. Clay, Jeffrey Collins, James Conley, Aaron Cottrell, Brian Finley.
Alicia Clay is 2268. Got your baby with you.
I do. Brendan didn't have a babysitter.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a note. Ms. Clay was ordered on 3/1 to be here on 3/2 for community service. Was not here that day and has not been here since.
I spent the night with my grandma that night so she would bring me, and we had to go to the emergency room. Only 20% of her heart's working. And then I got a car with my taxes, and the next day I got hit. But my grandma's doing fine now, and she told me that I could use her car to get my community service done.
Okay, so give me a day when you're going to be out.
Saturday. I can only do weekends because of a babysitter.
Okay, you've got 15 hours left. Let's see.
And I'm paying on my fine today.
Why don't you come, instead of this Saturday, you can come the Saturday after that and you'll get double credit. We're giving double credit, so everybody listen up. April 12th and 13th, you'll get 2 days credit for doing 1 day because it's Fayette Township Cleanup Day and we want to encourage a lot of people to come out. So.
And I only have 2 days, correct? Is that, you said 15 hours?
Well, it's a little more than 2 days.
Okay.
That, I mean, if you come Friday and part of Saturday, you can get it all done.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get it done. How much are you paying today?
40.
Okay. See the clerk to make your payment. And you're staying with your grandmother now? Or
Yes, sir.
where she live?
Ironton.
Okay. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays for your hearing?
No.
I'll make it May the 13th. That gives you plenty of time to get it finished and you don't have to come back.
Okay.
9 o'clock, May 13th.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Collins is not here, 19304. Sometimes he's on conference. Nope. 15606. Bench warrant for failure to appear. James Conley, 222720. Okay, you've done 10 hours since the last time you were here of community service. You've been making pretty regular payments. Do you have a payment today?
Yes, I can put 20 on it. I get paid Thursday, and I was thinking about just paying like 150 on it.
Okay, you still have quite a bit of community service. You heard what I said about the double credit days.
What day was that, Your Honor?
12th and 13th of this month, Friday and Saturday. We'll get you 4 days credit by doing 2 days.
And just come here for it? All right.
7:30 here on the west side of the building. See the clerk to make your payment. Are you working now?
Yes.
Mondays or Fridays for your review hearing?
Friday would be better.
17th of May.
All right.
Once you get this finished, you can quit coming to these.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See the clerk. Aaron Cottrell, 23,352. You're Aaron?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You were supposed to go to the counseling center and pay the fine.
On my fine, you told me it was 165, and they just told me it was that, but they said you're the only one could do something about it, because if it was the 165, I was going to pay it off today.
There might be some costs.
I think there's some other fees. I heard the conversation.
Okay. Well,
They told me to talk to you about it. They wrote it all down.
you don't show up, you get a bench warrant fee. And it looks like there was a time you didn't show up.
Yeah, that's when I got arrested, but they threw the case out. I was illegally arrested is what it was, pretty much. The case got thrown out.
Okay. How many, where's the cost on this? You got a sheriff's fee of $10. Okay, I'll take off one bench warrant fee, so you take off $50.
Okay, what's that knock it down to, 170 something?
220. That's what I'm showing. This is my copy to keep of your report from the.
Yeah, because she had 235 on there, and the bench warrant's what, 50? So if it not...
50. I'm showing it was 270.
And now it is warrants 100 this month.
Well, she said when for me, it was 50. It wasn't 100.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking off 50.
So that's how she got 235 instead of
Well, whatever it
270.
is, minus 50, so.
Okay.
If 235 was correct, it'd be 185.
Okay, I'd pay that in full today.
Well, you see the clerk, and you can talk to her about it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, they don't say you're finished, so you're gonna have to continue.
No, I'm not finished yet.
Okay, so you continue with Counseling Center as you have been. Your reports are good. I'll set your next hearing for May 17th.
Okay, what
See
time?
you 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
See the clerk about paying your time.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Brian Finley, 23-153. Now, I had, my last note was that he had been at the Counseling Center. Can we get any information from him?
We can call you on.
Yeah. And he spells Brian, when you want to just take a file, spell a little different. So, get a report on that later. He's not here.
Pete Goble, Jerry G. Morrison, Patrick Shanahan, Jonathan Turner.
Pete Goble is 182906. Pete Goble has not appeared. Be a bench warrant issue. Jerry Morrison?
Mouth, Richard.
Yes. 2453. It's at RRS. Okay, it's a good report, but there's stuff you're still working on, so we're not finished yet, so keep on to your counseling. You paid your fines off, so that's good. All you have to do is your counseling now. I'll set it for May 13th. May 13th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock. Keep up with your counseling.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Patrick Shanahan, 22,678. So, has been at Briar Days.
Yeah, I just graduated and got my own place now in South Point.
Okay, congratulations.
Yep, appreciate it.
We'll get a copy of that.
Okay.
Keep that one for your own records.
All right.
You have a job now, or what?
Now I get Social Security.
Okay. All right, we'll put that in your file, and you finished your community service, paid your fine, so you are completed.
All right.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you, man.
Pick up
Thank
your
you.
certificate, and you're free to go after that.
All right, thank you.
Jonathan Turner, 04672, hasn't appeared, and he has things he still hasn't completed, so there'll be a warrant issued. That finishes the reviews. We're doing arraignments next, which are new cases. If you got a new charge filed against you, or if you had an old case where you got a warrant issued for not appearing, we'll call you up with the arraignments if we know you're here. So if you missed a hearing before, we don't know you're here, you need to go tell the clerk so they can pull your file and put it on the docket. When you're called, come up to the table to the right, just like the previous folks did, and stand there. I'm going to go over the charge with you. You don't have to agree with it, but you need to understand it, and you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to make any statements, but if you do make statements, what you say is on the record. It can be used against you. If you admit something that helps the state, they can use that admission against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty or no contest plea, those rights you are waiving, which you should not do if you want to talk to a lawyer, or if you want a trial, or if you don't know what to do. You should not enter a guilty or no contest. You should enter a not guilty plea. That preserves those rights that I just explained to you. Call the first case, please.
State of Ohio versus Antonia Caldwell, case number TRD 24643, A and B. Antonia Daniela Caldwell.
Okay, Antonia Caldwell has been called, has not appeared. So be a capias to the OSP for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Tyus Ferguson, case number TRC 23506, A and B.
You're Tyus Ferguson.
Yes, sir.
Ferguson, it's the last you missed a review on February 23rd on an OVI conviction.
I was confused about that because I came to all of them and I was charged for it.
I'm showing you had a review hearing on February 23rd at 9 a.m., didn't show up, and got a warrant issued because of that. And it looks like you got arrested on the warrant, and then you posted a bond now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you admit or deny that you missed your hearing on February 23rd?
I was unaware that I had one.
Okay. You want to show me the judgment entry? Or here's two. It's on both of these. Those are, okay. Showing both of these because it's on both of them.
Never hearings. Yep.
How do you want to proceed, Mr. Ferguson? Do you want a lawyer?
Yeah. Please.
Are you working?
No, sir.
Okay, it looks like, who represented you in the case originally?
Nobody.
I'll appoint Mr. Thompson. Thompson, this is Tyus Ferguson. He has a conviction for an OVI. The allegation is he failed to appear for a review hearing, and he wants a lawyer on that, so I'm going to appoint you to represent him. He's got a bond up. He got arrested, had to post the bond. April 29th.
That's fine.
That's a Monday.
Thank you.
April 29th for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
For yourself. Thank you.
You're up.
State of Ohio versus Brian McClellan, case number TRD 182552, A through C, CRB 16200, TRD 161007, A and B, TRD 143549, A and B, TRD 101638, A and B.
All right, Mr. McClellan is here. It's like the last, it was March 25th, so a week ago. So did you admit or deny you?
Yeah, I admit it.
A week ago? Are you paying anything today?
Yeah, I paid 50 on it.
Okay. All right, no warrant has been issued. Bless you. Next hearing will be May 6th.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, 9 o'clock, May 6th. May 6th.
State of Ohio versus Crystal Millen, case number TRD 24646, CRB 16688. Yours is also on the sentencing docket today on the second case.
Okay. Crystal McMillan decided to be here this morning at 9 a.m. on a charge of driving under suspension. She's failed to appear. She has some older cases too where we're set for sentencing. She has a bond up on one of those. Let's see. Yes, she has a bond through Mr. Sowards. So she gets a double whammy. I'll issue a case to the OSP since they cited her on the most recent case here, and also issue a bench warrant on the sentencing case that she didn't appear on, but Mr. Sowers said she needs to be picked up. And I'll set the bond forfeiture hearing for April 29th.
State of Ohio versus Jonathan H. Cooper, case number CRB 24-170.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're Jonathan H. Cooper.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cooper, it's alleged that at Fayette Township on March 29th, you purposely deprived or tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
I don't understand. If I plead guilty, do I have to go to jail?
You don't have to go to jail, but you could go to jail. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, so the maximum you could get is 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. There's no mandatory jail time on this offense.
Okay.
So how do you wish to plead?
I plead guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true, you're waiving your rights to have a trial and have a lawyer by entering a guilty plea. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've got an affidavit from Mary Ann Bagley, who I believe works at Walmart, that says, I observed Jonathan Cooper, grocery self-checkout, register number 44. He skipped scanning products. 10 items were skipped with a total value of $70.93. After he passed all points of view, he was detained and taken to the office. Okay, what do you have to say?
I'm sorry and I apologize. It's something I don't ever plan on ever doing again.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work for Aspen.
Okay, what I normally do with these, which is what I'll do here, because I get a lot of people that test positive that shop with, so I'm going to have you do a urine screen. So go do a urine screen. I'll send you after I get the results of that. So go out in the lobby and they'll direct you where to go to do your urine screen.
Leave this here.
I'll take those with you.
Sir.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Smith, case number CRB 24-171, TRD 22-673, A and D. Brittany Smith.
And ma'am, you're Brittany Smith?
Yes.
Bailiff's bring you a copy of the charge. It's alleged in 24-171 that on March 29th, you purposely tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And then it looks like you had a warrant on another case, TRD 22-0673. And that was for failure to appear. For a sentencing hearing, February the 16th of 2024. And the case was on driving under suspension and not wearing a safety belt. So that case is still pending also. Do you understand these charges?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to these charges?
I'm not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you? Do you have a job?
No, self-employed. Like,
What do you do?
I clean houses.
What do you make in an average week?
It just varies. I'd say anywhere between 150 to 4. And I have a newborn, so, well, like 1-year-old.
Do you follow, I'm
I just recently started, and it's an old person, I mean, it's a person of, like a friend, a family member that I just recently started. I did it over the holidays for a couple of years, and now they're getting sick, and they asked me to do it, so I haven't,
Okay.
you know.
I have to determine your gross annual income is what the Supreme
Well, let's
Court
just
tells
say-
me. So do you
okay.
know what that is? Do you file an income tax return?
No, not this year, not yet.
Well, that's a pretty wide range, 150 to 400. What's an average week for you?
We'll just say, I don't know, 250,
Okay, and you have a child.
2.
All right, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. I'll appoint Mr. Smith, Roger Smith. All right, she has an old case and a new case. So she had a case that was set for sentencing, and she's got a Walmart shoplifting case. that's
Yes, sir.
new. She has a bond up. Now, she posted a bond. Say April the 26th or after, Mr. Smith.
I can do the 26th, Judge.
Okay, April 26th will be the next hearing for pretrial on both cases at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Gary L. Clark, case number CRB 24-168.
Sir, are you Gary L. Clark?
Yes, sir.
They'll send you a copy of the charge. The charge alleges that at Cary Township, March 30th of this year, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Mary Johnson, and that Ms. Johnson is either a member of your family or household. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get the prosecutor out later. Do you understand the charge, Mr. Clark?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, let's see what the prosecutor says.
I want to press charges. And I have business matters that need to speak my friends. No contact.
I understand.
Your Honor, Ms. Johnson is here. She's adamant that she doesn't want this pursued. She doesn't want a protection order, so we're willing to agree to present that to the court today. However, we're not willing to dismiss the charges at this time. Something went on in the household that led them to be here in court today. So I think we need to have some time to figure out exactly what that was and what the response needs to be.
Okay, Mr. Clark, do you work?
Yeah, no, I'm disabled.
Okay. Let's enter a not guilty plea then for you rather than no contest, and you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. Is Mr. Morford here now?
He is here.
Mr. Morford, I'm going to appoint you to represent Mr. Clark. That's on domestic violence. She does not want a protection order. So one will not be entered. Looking at April 29th is the next hearing. That's a Monday.
I'm good then, Judge.
April 29th is the next hearing. At 10 o'clock, I'm just looking at the affidavit. I would suggest you folks maybe try to get some counseling together, so we don't have anything like this happen in the future.
Your Honor, she's already packed her stuff and left again. There's not gonna be no future. It's done.
All right, you can sign an OR bond, $1,000 OR bond. Next hearing is April 29th, 10 o'clock.
Here, sir.
Your Honor, I
Right
still
there.
have things that's left of theirs. I didn't have room to put it all in my car. No, but we are engaged. We've been together for years. I don't want to argue with him, but there are business matters
need the OR
that
bond,
we
he's
need to
got one.
discuss.
Mr. Field?
Well, she's explaining that she still has stuff at the house to get from where
Not
he's
very
living.
many, but I do have.
I don't have a
things left.
problem with her getting her stuff.
Okay. And there's not a dispute about who owns what?
As long as she can get it in a reasonable time. I mean, if she can't get it today, she can get it whenever. I mean, it's no big deal.
Okay, we'll see you back on April 29th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do I need to come to?
State of Ohio recalls Jonathan H. Cooper, case number CRB 24170.
All right, Mr. Cooper is being recalled after submitting to the urine screen, which was negative, so that's good. Anything you want to tell me before I send you on your case?
Yeah, it was Easter weekend. I was struggling. I know it's still not the right thing to do, and it's something I plan on never doing again. I mean, I have a decent job. I just gotta make my priorities better.
Okay, I agree with everything you said. You got kids?
I have stepkids.
Okay. I'll impose a $100 fine, order you to pay the court costs, 10 days in jail, which I'll suspend on the condition you do 5 days of community service, and we've got a community service program here at the court. Do you work Mondays through Friday, or what's your work schedule?
I work every other Friday.
Okay. So you got Fridays off sometime,
Yes, sir.
and Saturday?
I have every Saturday off.
Okay, we have community service here every day, but Sundays. So, and if you heard what I said before, a week from this Friday and Saturday, if you came out, you get 4 days credit for doing 2 days. So that's the 12th and 13th. You can knock out 4 days by showing up for 2 days of community service. 2 years of level 5 probation, order you to stay out of Walmart. And your review hearing is September 30th. So if you were here earlier, you saw people come in for a review hearing. If you get it finished before then, you got plenty of time to get everything finished. You don't even have to come to the review hearing. That's just for people who haven't finished what they were ordered to do.
September 30th?
Yeah. You're going to get a piece of paper. You're going to get a judgment entry, has it on there. You go out in the lobby, the fellow at the security desk is the probation officer. Talk to him. He'll get you your paperwork, and then you'll be free to go after that.
Yes, sir. Do I need to pay anything today?
You don't have to, but you can. We always take money at the clerk's. If you want to pay some on your files and costs, the clerk's office to the right as you leave the courtroom.
Do you have to show up here to pay it, or can you pay it over the
You
phone?
can pay it online. We have that ability. You can pay it online.
So I need to do 5 days of community service, $100 fine, and 2 years out of Walmart.
I don't think they ever want you to. I think it's a lifetime. That's the hardest part of this. And I don't know why they're still in business, because I've banned thousands of people. But somehow people still get it. And let me just say, people, if you're on a shoplift, do not go to Walmart to shoplift. They will catch you.
Yes, sir.
Speak with Mr. Major, he's the probation officer, then you're free to go.
State of Ohio recalls Pete Doble, case number TRC 182906 A through C. Chief of Justice, his treatment center had called and said that there was confusion on the date he was supposed to be here, and he should be on Zoom now.
Okay, all right. Mr. Goble had a review hearing. Okay, I see him now. All right, and you're Pete Goble?
Yes, sir.
What facility are you with now?
Raymond Green Group.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going great. I've been here now for, I believe this is my 12th day.
So that's something you did on your own, because I don't think I ordered you to do that, did I?
No.
Okay. Is that in Kentucky, I take it?
Yes, it's in Rush, Kentucky.
All right, well, you've got community service and fines and costs. You did make a payment some time ago for the fine, but you still have some community service and fines and costs to do.
And what was the total on the fine? I think it was like $647, if I'm...
685 is what I'm showing.
Okay, well, okay, sorry, I was wrong.
So how long are you going to be there? Do you know?
I think I've only got a 28-day program and I'll be graduated from here, so I was 16 days, I think.
And where will you be going back to once you get released?
My house.
Is that in Russell?
51 Tom Fleming Drive.
Russell?
It's Flatwoods, Kentucky.
Flatwoods, okay. Because on back when you got the citation, it said Russell, Kentucky was your home address.
Oh, okay, well.
1815 Summer Street, Russell.
That was the last residence I lived at, but I live at 51 Tom Fleming Drive in Flatwoods, Kentucky, 41139 now.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for May the 13th. You should be out of treatment by then.
Yes, sir.
That'll be at 9 o'clock, May 13th. I'm showing you have 685 and 5 days of community service.
Okay. And could I do my community service while I'm here? Would that be an option?
Usually I want it done in the community, so.
Well, if you can get by turns, that would be best. I just want to, please the court.
Yeah, I'd rather you do it after you get out of treatment and do it. You can do it there in your home community, but I need it at a legitimate charitable organization.
Well, I'll do it when I get out if you'd rather me do that. I want to, fulfill my obligations.
Okay. May 13th will be the next hearing.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're ready to start.
So I'll cancel, I had issued warrant for him, so that will be canceled. Okay, we're starting the pretrial docket now.
State of Ohio versus Samantha Cooper, case number CRB 2472.
Your Honor, she will be here in about 5 minutes, so if we can...
Okay, we'll recall it later in the docket.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Haberlin, case number CRB 23716, TRD 23418, CRB 23691, TRC 191630, A, B, and C. Christopher Haberlin.
That's quite a collection of cases. Your Honor, I think some of those have been resolved already. My notes indicate we were here today on traffic stuff. I just spoke to Mr. Heberlin on the phone. He was at the bank trying to get the money to pay off his fines and costs on the traffic offenses.
He has a CRB case number still pending too.
Is it?
That is violation of protection order.
I believe those got dismissed at the last hearing on March 11th. My notes indicate the CPO violation and the domestic were dismissed at that time.
Let's see. no entry to that, right? And he has a pretrial on 23, but also 23,691.
May I approach, Judge?
Okay, it was question. Okay, it was, he had two in the file, so there was only an entry placed in one file.
Okay.
And it put a case number on both of these that they only got filed in one case.
Okay, sorry about that.
23,691 and 23,716 were not.
And then we didn't resolve the traffic, the pending traffic stuff that day, Judge, because Mr. Heberlin had not yet gotten his driver's license back, so you gave him an opportunity to do that. He did go pay all of his reinstatement fees to get his driver's license back, but when he did that, they told him it had been too long and now he's got to retest. So his test is scheduled for today. So we'd like to see if you'd give him a chance to actually complete this and get his driver's license reinstated.
We're not opposed to that. He needs more time to say, or he needed to pay?
At least 150, I don't know what's left on it.
Well, he still has, well, hold on. He had an OBI back in 2019, he's never finished it.
That's what this is for.
Is he pled, right? And he's just not done with the fines and court costs, is that right? And he brought 150 with him today to pay toward those old fines and court costs. I'm trying to get him to a point where he's done with everything, but.
Yeah, he's still got 5 days of community service to do.
I've got papers for community service.
$235 in fines and costs.
Yeah, I can get him copies of that.
Okay. I'll have him meet with probation after court today to talk about community service. He believes that he completed those 5 days.
Yeah, I've got the 30 hours.
Well, I don't see it in the files.
I'll get it turned into you. Also got the protection order papers for you.
Yeah, there had actually been, on the 19 case number, there was a warrant outstanding.
I think we learned about that, Judge, way back. I got involved in this on the CRB cases and then found out when I got here that there was a whole bunch of old traffic stuff that needed cleared up. So I've been trying to help him get all that stuff cleared up.
In that 2019 case, I'm looking at the judgment entry. He was ordered to go to the DIP, but he was also ordered to do treatment in Tennessee.
Continued east of Tennessee.
Of East Tennessee.
Yes. I'm trying to get in contact with them to get the completion forms, because that's when we moved back here, and I have no idea where it's at.
Yeah. He was
Sounds
living
like
down
there's
there.
still some work to be done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Could I have him, Judge, meet with probation after court to, whatever he does have left to do, get it straight with him, and maybe if he's got community service left, he can get it scheduled. He can get his payment on his fines made, and then if we can come back one more time, I think he will be done with everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the entry says he's going to do the DIP school too.
Did you do that? I was going to do it in Tennessee. I was originally told that I could do it down there, and later on, I think it was Major that said that had to be done in state.
So you need to do that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's something else that you got to do.
Because when I checked on it up here recently, they said you can't even do it in Ironton no more.
Well, we scheduled it about 6 weeks out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Judge. It'll take him a while to get that all done.
Where is the nearest place now?
Well, the nearest place now is in Sauter County, as far as I know.
Now, there's a new one opening up in Lawrence County.
Wonder when. Are they here?
Which case are we on?
Well, he's got several, 23-418, 19-16-30, the 23-716, and 23-691 are not, so they're done. He's got 2 cases left, 23-418, 19-16-30. 23-418 still pending, it's not resolved. 19-16-30,
Just trying to understand.
he pled out, but he hadn't finished what he was ordered to do.
Judge, June 3rd would be about 60 days out, is that okay?
Mr. Hill?
We're okay with that if there's a time waiver.
Yes, sir, will be.
All right, June 3rd will be the next hearing for pretrial and the traffic matter, 23-418, and sentencing, because he still has a bond up now on 19-16-30, sentencing on that case.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Okay, so before you leave, pay that amount on your fines and talk to probation department to figure out everything you need to do, and we got to get it done.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Charles DeFore, case number TRC 24269, B and C.
All right. Mr. Villar, you represent Mr. DeFore?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. We are in the process of obtaining discovery in this case. I talked to Mr. Hill about having another pretrial relatively quickly. I think we'll have discovery back by then. I had proposed April 22nd. I don't know how that works with the court's docket.
Let me look. It's a pretty big docket already.
You want May 6th better?
Probably. May 6th is better.
Okay.
May 6th will be the next hearing.
Now, first, Judge, I've got an answer.
State of Ohio versus Samuel W. Julian, case number TRC 231598, A and B.
This is Mr. Dwyer's case. My notes were there was going to be a pre-trial today on a motion to suppress.
We did, Judge, we filed a very short motion to suppress. Last week I talked to Mr. Hill about the limited issues. Really, the issue is going to focus on substantial compliance with the horizontal gaze and establishment. I believe Mr. Hill wants to go ahead and schedule that for a hearing. That's fine.
Okay. I've already got a trial set for May 6th, and that's the date.
Okay, you want to, if we went out to June, is that too far? We'll just set that last one for June 3rd.
Mr. Hill?
We're not opposed to that.
Oh, wait a minute, let me find a different day here. Got trial on the 13th. May 20th, maybe?
Yes. May 20th. At noon for motion.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Samantha Cooper, case number CRB 2472.
You're good.
Samantha Cooper.
Hey, Chris. I don't have a copy of the motion.
Your Honor, she went ahead and did a urine test, so she'll be assessed. Okay, Taylor's going to assess her this week. And based on conversations with the prosecutor, we're going to change our plea to guilty.
Is that correct, Ms. Cooper?
Yes.
prefer to do, because I don't know what the assessment's going to reveal. I have the urine screen. So,
Can pre-screen her now.
do the assessment now?
I can pre-screen.
Yeah. Okay, let's have you meet with Taylor and come back and we'll firm things up after you talk with her.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now. We'll recall you after that's happened.
State of Ohio versus George M. Massey, case number CRB 24-124.
Your Honor, this is an incident that allegedly involved Mr. Massey and his 17-year-old son. It's my understanding from speaking with Mr. Hill that his office has been unable to contact the child's mother recently. I'll provide them with all the contact information I have, and I believe that this matter will resolve, but they want an opportunity to contact her first. That's okay with us?
Okay. So we do have that. Okay.
Here, it's no work, I guess he got to talk.
I see, okay. So, Your Honor, the alleged victim in this is a minor, and apparently the child is with the child's mother at this point, and we now have a phone number for her, and have made attempts to reach her, but have not been able to yet. But we want to hear from her about what's going on. Apparently, maybe she can provide some insight. The way that the affidavit reads, it sounds as if the child was also acting out. And so we just want to make sure we understand the picture completely.
That's okay with us.
Was there a case of children at
No.
court or anything?
No.
May 6th then?
Yeah.
Is this a number?
Next hearing is May 6th, pre-trial.
Okay. Well, let's get an address. We'd like to have an address for the mother. too.
616 Delaware Street.
616 Delaware?
Yeah, in Ironton.
What's her name?
Brittany McComas.
Say it again.
Brittany McComas.
Is that different?
Yeah, you have the child.
That's what he gave me. Okay, so he gave me the child's.
I thought that's what you'd asked for was Garrett's number.
When are we coming back?
May 6th. Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Austin Smoot, case number TRC 24-176, A and B.
Your Honor, this is a case that's charged as a second offense OVI. I believe that after my discussion with Mr. Heald, I believe that he's interested in seeing if Mr. Smoot will continue his treatment. He's been involved with Riverside, or well, RRS, for a little while now. He originally was testing positive for THC. However, he's gotten that out of his system. My understanding is his most recent test was negative for all substances, but he's just early on in his treatment. So I think the intention on Mr. Heald's end, or his preference, will be for Mr. Smoot to enter a plea today and then schedule this for sentencing at a later date. That's fine with Mr. Smoot.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Glenn, can you confirm that he's in treatment?
Yes, he's in treatment and compliant, negative drug screens.
All right, Mr. Smoot, do you agree with your attorney that you wish to change your plea to guilty? And I'll allow the case to pen while you continue treatment, and I'll sentence you down the road.
Yes, sir.
May 6th, come back for the next hearing.
Okay,
May 6th, and there'll be a sentencing hearing.
thank you.
State of Ohio versus Adam T. McAllister, case number TRC 24370.
This is Mr. Delauder's case, set for pre-trial.
It's my understanding that Mr. McAllister intends to change his plea today, Judge. I talked to Mr. Hill about this. Even though the ticket doesn't say so, there was a breast score in this case. It was a .161, so it wasn't aggravated. I think the recommendation is a suspended commitment, allow Mr. McAllister to do the dip school, and then whatever fines and community service the court wants to impose.
Okay. And Mr. McAllister, you agree with what your attorney has represented to the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you wish. You don't have to. Do you have anything you want to say before your sentence?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Hill, any input from the state?
Your Honor, we are not in opposition to a suspended jail sentence. If Mr. McAllister attends the DIP school, we don't take any position on the fine, but we would ask for a 6-month driver's license suspension.
Well, after scanning the crash report, or not, wasn't a crash report, it was a report with the OBI. I would like for him to do a urine screen, because he tested 16 for alcohol, but there was also some concerns that he might be overdosing, so I want to see if something else shows up.
Judge, he is not opposed to that. He did indicate to me that it'll show positive for THC, but he doesn't believe anything else will be in there.
Okay, well, let's find out. Go do that urine screen. I'll send him after that's done.
Okay. Who should he see?
Mr. Major.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Donna L. Wilson, case number CRB 23635. Donna Wilson.
She's not. Judge, Ms. Wilson, as you may be able to tell from the record, is in her 80s. She's in very poor health. Mr. Heald's asked me to get him some confirmation of that via medical records, and I can try to do that. The allegation in this case is that Ms. Wilson's...
Is this her daughter?
What's that?
Is this her daughter?
It's her granddaughter. She suffers from pretty severe dementia, according to her family, and is not in good shape.
So if you're wanting to continue it?
Yes, sir. I need to give Mr. Hill some medical records to confirm that.
All right, so the May 6th date then works.
Yeah, that's fine.
May 6th for another pretrial, produce medical records.
Mr. Delauder, are you going to continue to seek those records?
I'll get it.
I think that would be helpful.
Yep.
State of Ohio versus Michael Wood, case number TRC 24436, A, B, and C.
The Waters case set for pretrial.
It is, Judge. This is a stop that occurred just in March. I've got some updates related to treatment that Mr. Wood's involved in. However, I don't have discovery yet. I would like to obtain discovery in this case, so I don't know if maybe the 6th is getting a little bit busy. Maybe this could be on the 20th.
All right. This is the first pretrial anyway, so.
Yes.
May 20th will be the next pretrial defense request, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let's write that down. Can I keep this? Yes. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Michael Wood.
What day was Don Lewis?
Oh, now May 6th.
May 6th.
State of Ohio recalls Samantha Cooper, case number CRB 2472.
Can I leave that stuff there? Sure.
Yeah, she currently sees Dr. Hall at the CAO for Suboxone, and I mean, I can set her up to be fully assessed with us, or if you just wanted to continue treatment there.
Well, it doesn't appear like it's working.
Thank you.
Whatever she's getting at the CAO.
It doesn't help with that.
She's tested for items other than opioids.
I can set her up for this week.
Okay, let's come back fairly quickly then and see where we are. April, are you here next Monday?
Yes.
April 8th, let's come back and then get a report.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Tyus Ferguson, case number TRD 24641.
When did we set? She's got another hearing. And this was, we need Mr. Thompson.
Your Honor, I just got a report, Mr. Thompson just left.
Okay, well, we'll just put this off and to April 29th. The defendant was not arraigned today. He was arraigned on an old case, but I didn't know he had these new charges. So I'll set the arraignment for April 29th, 2045 in that other case.
State of Ohio recalls Adam McAllister, case number PRC 24370.
Okay. All right, you were correct on what you thought it would show. So how do you want to proceed, Mr. Water?
The same way, Your Honor.
This is case number 24-370. So it was a 1-6, I believe, right?
161, Your Honor, yes.
I'll impose a $600 fine. Order the cost be paid. 6-month license suspension. That started the day of the offense, which was February 24th. 20 days in jail suspended. To 5 days community service, 2 years of level 4 probation. And he has to complete the driver intervention program. There's one in Scioto County, and my understanding there's a new one starting here in Lawrence County. I think it's Hometown that's doing it?
It's Lawrence
Lawrence County Recovery, okay. Lawrence County Recovery started. I don't know when the start date is, but his review hearing will be September 30th at 9 a.m.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
September 30th for his review. And let's see, that was the only charge, I believe. There was not a B.
I believe it was, Your Honor.
Oh, there is a B.
Well, I think they're both OVIs, though. I think it's the 2 OVI sections.
Was there a B?
Mine's not coming up with the big case.
Okay, I don't see one in the phone.
Okay.
Okay, you'll need to check in with Mr. Major, and then it's free to go after that.
Your Honor, sorry to interrupt. Would you have any objection to him having privileges to drive for community service, work, and court?
That's fine, let's see, make sure he's got insurance. He did have proof of insurance, that he had privileges for work, community service, and to come to court.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And you can talk to Mr. Major about that.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Stephen L. Stanley, case number TRD 24-152, ABCD. And, Your Honor, I think we have 2 attorneys on this case. Again, State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, case number CRB 23-148, TRD 22-184, ABCD.
We had 2. I have the traffic case. I think Mr. Wolf has it, the criminal. Okay, then.
Stephen L. Stanley. There's a Stephen A. Stanley.
He's here also.
Okay. Is this Stephen L. then here?
Yeah, on the traffic offense, the hit skip, we do have a proposed resolution.
Well, wait a minute, I want to make sure I got the right person
Yes,
first.
sir. Yes, sir.
Stephen L. is what this citation says, traffic 24-152, A, B, C, and D. And the other one is Stephen A. Stanley, that's Mr. Morford's. We'll call him next. Is Stephen A. Stanley here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I've got Stephen L. Yes.
All right.
You are L. Okay, yes. And, yeah, Stephen L., we do have a proposed resolution, Judge.
Okay, how do you wish to proceed?
I believe the state would recommend 30 days in jail suspended. Term of probation is that he make restitution for the damage caused in the incident and whatever fine the court deems appropriate, court costs, and there's a DUS and assured clear distance.
Plead to those 2.
He'll plead to the assured clear distance and the driving suspension.
Okay, well, I've got speed, suspended driver's license, leaving the scene, and fictitious registration. Those are the charges.
I think the speed judge,
Well,
it
it's
doesn't.
your clear distance.
Yes, I think he just checked that box. I think it was an ACDA, which he would plead to, going down the list, a suspended license, he would get a guilty plea to, and the leaving the scene, the hit skip also, and merge those for sentencing.
And the fictitious plates?
Yes, Judge. He had the wrong plates on the truck. He admits that, Judge. He had the wrong plates. They were his, but they were not on that
Now, I'm
vehicle.
also showing there was no insurance.
No, I didn't have no insurance.
Your Honor, we are going to have to make sure we've got the restitution figures on this too. So
We'll have to delay
we'll have to
sentencing.
delay sentencing.
That'd be fine, Judge. We can come back to sentence, but get the plea done.
Okay, so, Mr. Stanley, your attorney's telling me you want to change your plea to guilty on these charges, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have to delay the sentencing because I'm not allowed to order restitution later. The restitution has to be ordered at the time of sentencing, so we'll have to delay the sentencing, let the state get a hold of whoever was damaged with another vehicle, I'm thinking is what happened.
Yes.
And then they'll have to furnish evidence, and we can have a hearing about it if we disagree on the amount of restitution ordered.
Okay.
So to get that done, I would suggest April 29th as a date.
Yes, be fine, Judge.
Okay. April 29th will be a sentencing hearing at 10 a.m.
State of Ohio recalls Stephen A. Stanley, case number CRB 23-148, TRD 22-184, A and B, TRD 1933-37, A and B.
This is Mr. Morgan's case.
Okay. All right, that was great, buddy.
Is that Bethesda?
Your Honor, I did not realize that the father and him have the same name, so I thought it was the father, but he has successfully completed last week.
Okay, very good. And he's paid on 23-148, there was costs, and it looks like those have been paid. 22-184. Final cost paid, there's still a couple days between service owed. 19-3337. That's completed. It was a traffic matter. It's all paid. 19-1194. Looks like everything's done except 1 day of community service.
Your Honor, if I may, his community service may be done.
Okay.
I can check on it.
Well, if that's the case, I think that's all he had, because he paid his fines and costs. I'll direct you to meet with Mr. Major. I'll, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and set May the 6th as another hearing date. But if everything please, you don't have to come back. I'll set it as a review hearing.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Congratulations on finishing your treatment.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Eplin, case number CRD 23-589, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case, it's pre-trial.
I have pressure, Your Honor.
Yes. she's compliant with treatment at Bethesda and has things she's still working on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Morford?
Yeah. Judge, I think that she would like to address the court.
I was wanting to say that I follow the rules and do what I'm supposed to do. I have negative drug screens. But I do still have stuff that I need to work on, but I've been doing good. My counselor even says that I've been doing good.
I agree with that. I think that's, you're doing what you need to do, and hopefully we'll continue to do that in the future. What, do we have any kind of time frame?
She was due to graduate on the 4th, and she had a hiccup. So today we meet in the director's meeting to
figure out when.
Figure out some things, yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to say about that, or?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Another month. May 6th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
What time?
10 o'clock, May 6th.
State of Ohio versus Ronald Ferguson, case number TRC 23923, A, B, and C.
This is Mr. Morford's case, it's set for sentencing.
How are you? Doing all right, sir. How are you?
Treatment? How's it doing?
Yes, he's doing good at ODP. The last I spoke to his coach's mother, he had said that Ronald had basically pleased ODP and their requirements, and that he was just coming in his own report at this point. He hasn't sent me that report yet, but he did give me that last time.
I'm more than willing to do a drug screen if that's what you request.
Mr. Morford.
Judge, I believe that he has finished a VP. I don't believe there's been any further incidents since the cases have been pending, actually.
So it's time to go ahead and sentence, he pled guilty previously, we delayed sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor. We're hoping that his completion of treatment will be looked favorably upon, and again, there's been no further incidents, Your Honor. This was a pretty heated situation at times, but thanks to the court and his completion of treatment, I think there is peace in the neighborhood. Did you all?
Yeah, we're still in the same place, but it's calmed down a lot. A lot safer.
Well, Your Honor, when this case first arose, and I watched the video in the beginning, I had a lot of concern for Mr. Ferguson. And I think, hopefully, I believe he's come to understand why I felt that way.
Oh, yes.
And the neighbors were very worried about him, too. And what he actually was doing at the time that this arose was pretty dangerous, driving his car fast in the trailer park. But he's come a long way. And so we're happy about that, and we hope that this is not something where, you know, he's going to have to, I think, continue to mind this stuff in order to keep from getting back in that situation.
Absolutely.
So it's a first offense. He's done the treatment. We don't have a problem with if the court let his treatment stand in lieu of the driving school. We don't take any position on the fines. He would get a 6-month driver's license suspension, but this happened well over 6 months ago.
And he is still attending outpatient. He just has completed 2R standards.
Yeah, I'm going back on my own accord to continue treatment.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. Anything you want to tell me, Mr. Ferguson, before I sentence you?
No, sir. Anything that you would sentence me with, I can't complain about. You've been very, very understanding, and I needed to complete the course that I went through, so I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do that.
Thank you for taking advantage of it, and hopefully this is a new way of living for you, and that you're going to continue.
I'm adjusting, but yes, it is.
All right, I'll give you the minimum fine then, of $375.
Thank you.
Because you've done so well in your treatment.
I appreciate it.
Order you to pay the court costs. You get a 6-month license suspension, which is up, but it's not self-reinstating. So I think you had some problems before because you were charged with failure to reinstate under this case. So
yes.
What that means is, once you have a driver's license, it gets suspended and the suspension's over, it doesn't automatically just go back to being reinstated. You have to contact the BMV, Ohio BMV that's over licenses, and they may, at least, the very least they'll have you do is pay a reinstatement fee.
Okay.
Sometimes they want proof of insurance or whatever hoops they put up, that's
I'll
what you have to jump
through.
over to get your license back.
No problem.
And you can go to the office in Proctorville, and they're supposed to help you with this now.
Okay.
So you can just walk in there and say, I want, help me, I want to get my license back, what do I have to do? They should be able to pull it up on the computer and tell you what the steps are for you to get reinstated.
Thank you.
I'll give you 20 days in jail, but I'm going to suspend all of that on the conditions you do 5 days of community service, and we have a community service program here. Every day but Sunday you can work at 7:30 a.m. and as I've mentioned several times, you can get 4 of your 5 days done by doing 2 days, the 12th and 13th of this month.
Okay.
I'm going to suspend ordinarily you have to go to what's called a driver intervention program, a 3-day school. But you've done a lot more than that in your treatment, so I'm going to suspend the driver intervention program.
Thank you.
You won't have to go to that. You'll be on probation for 2 years, well before probation, just to ensure that you complete what you're ordered to do. I can't give you any driving privileges because I'm showing that you had an issue with your driver's license before that you hadn't reinstated.
Yeah,
You get reinstated and come back, and of course, you really don't need any driving privileges. You just need to get reinstated because your suspension's going to be up.
Okay.
On the driving under a license that had not been reinstated, I'll impose a $50 fine.
Okay.
The reckless operation's already been dismissed. So you'll need to meet with Mr. Major about your probation, then you're free to go. Your review hearing is September 30th.
Okay. Thank you very much, Judge. 30th.
You're welcome.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Zane Smith, case number CRB 23560, CRA 23559.
How you doing, sir? Good. How you doing? Doing good.
My notice for today was it would be dismissed if there was a good report and no further problems.
As far as the no further problems, we've had nothing but good reports.
Very good.
Judge, have you received a letter dated 2/16 of this year, February 16?
2/16 I do have.
You do?
Yes.
Is Jessica Tolson here?
She was scheduled to have a tooth pulled this morning, and she was too swollen to get it pulled. She should be here soon, so she was still going to make an arrival today. I'm just not sure exactly what time that was going to be. I've been trying to get a hold of her to see when she was going to be here, but it should be soon.
Well, of course, all along, we've asked for her to let us know if there were problems, which she has not. But, back on February 20th, she said she was ready for the case to be dismissed. We told her about the hearing today. We haven't heard any bad things, so we could wait, or we're satisfied at this point that her opinion hasn't changed.
All right, so it'll be Nolly. Case will be gone. Be dismissed or agreed.
Yes, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
State of Ohio versus Casey A. Burton, case number CRB 24-129.
Judge, there is actually a companion case to this, and I've agreed to represent both of these young ladies. I've explained to them about the possibility of a conflict at length and had them sign off on that in writing. And I've also discussed the matter with Mr. Hill, and I've already told him what my defense was going to be. A lack of mens rea on behalf of it.
What's the other defendant's name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Kelsey Gibson.
Gibson?
State of Ohio versus Kelsey T. Wolf Gibson, case number CRB 24-128.
All right, Mr. Morford's going to represent both defendants. This is the first pretrial actually today. How do you wish to proceed, Mr.
Judge, I think Mr. Hill and I both want to have an opportunity to obtain the video from Walmart, because it's going to play an essential role in this, I believe.
And how long will that, oh, you already have it?
We have them today. So
Oh, good.
we have this one.
Okay. Thank you. If we could get at least a couple of weeks, Judge, for a pretrial.
That's all right. I've got one more.
I'd say either the 26th or the 29th of April.
At 29th, let me check. '26th,
26th?
please.
All right, April 26th for a pretrial at 10 o'clock on both cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Lincoln City Hall, case number CRB 24-45.
Judge, could I approach for just a second?
Yes. All right, on Lincoln City Hall, my notes were the case would be dismissed, the cost of restitution paid without an appearance. There's been $200 paid. I'm not sure if that pays off for all restitution and costs. It was-
Well, the restitution is $126.94.
So it does not. So it would be $251.94 would be. Oh, is it showing zero now?
No, 57.
Oh, $57.94 is the balance. All right, so Lincoln Hall's been called, has not appeared, and hasn't paid the restitution costs, so there'll be a warrant.
State of Ohio recalls Brian J. Finley, case number TRC 23-153, A and B.
All right, and Mr. Finley is here today, has been at the counseling center. And he has some matters in other courts, I believe. Is it common pleas or,
Comment, please, Your Honor.
and he's at the counseling center.
Yes, sir, that's correct. He recently completed residential services with us and is now in transitional living.
Okay.
He's been compliant. All his drug screens are negative.
All right, very good. What he's got here is, the main charge was an OBI. A lane violation. Those are the 2 charges. He's already been sentenced. This is just a review hearing, actually. In my notes where he had an ankle monitor, was placed by a common pleas officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You still have that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're doing well. He's doing well in counseling?
Yes, sir.
So what I'll do, we'll keep monitoring you periodically just as part of your probation and ensure that you take care of what you're ordered to do here. But since you're being watched by common pleas, I don't think I need to have you back as often as some other folks. So let's go to June for your next hearing. June the 10th will be a review hearing, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, we've got some hearings to do at the jail now.
State of Ohio versus Anna Marie Collins, case number CRB 24169.
Ma'am, are you Anne Marie Collins? Okay. Try again. I think you were muted there for a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I can hear you. You can hear me okay?
Yes.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. It's all being recorded what you do say. So if you admit something about your case, it can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with theft offense involving Walmart in South Point, which is Fayette Township, that on March 30th, you tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. That is a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
I would like to speak with an attorney, if that was okay.
Okay, I'll enter a not guilty plea for you. And Mr. Thompson's gone. Is Mr. Smith still here?
He's going. He's gone.
Mr. Morford? I'll appoint you to represent Ms. Collins. I'm entering a not guilty plea. And I've got a Wheelersburg address for you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
7267 State Route 140.
Yes, that is my address.
What's the state's position on bond for her?
We're not opposed to the OR bond, Your Honor.
I'm going to let you sign yourself out of jail. So you're going to sign a what's called a signature bond that says I promise to come to court, or I'll pay $1,500 as a penalty and get a warrant for your arrest. So just come to court. And you're in Wheelersburg, so I don't know, do you know where the court is in Chesapeake?
Yeah, I'll find it, just me.
Okay, it's on Old 52, County Road 1 now, it's called. So it's about 2 miles from the downtown bridge to Huntington. So you come back toward Wheelersburg about 2 miles on Old 52 and you'll find the court there.
All right.
And let's set it, what's a good date for you, Mr. Morford? I'm looking at...
Any day is fine with me.
Okay, the 26th or the 29th of April, Mr.
The 29th,
26, Judge.
or 26th, and
Okay, you can do the 26th too?
yes.
All right, April 26th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. She can sign a $1,500 signature bond.
Is it you, sir?
And we need, Mr. Morford needs a phone number where he can reach you.
All right, 740-961-5156.
Is that your number or somebody else's?
Yeah, that's my number,
5156.
56.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on April 26th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Wilson, case number CRB 24-122, A and B.
Well, I haven't said anything yet. Are you Stephen Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wilson, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court, which is in Chesapeake. You should have a copy of the charges that were faxed to the jail just a few minutes ago, at 11 o'clock. It's 2 charges of domestic violence. The 172A case alleges March 30th in Mason Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Aaron Gannon, who is either a member of your family or a member of your household. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine.
Yes, sir.
The B case, 172B, alleges that you caused Priscilla Carter to believe you would cause imminent physical harm to Stephen Wilson, who's a member of her family. That's a 4th-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand these 2 charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to these charges?
Not guilty, sir.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I cut grass and I take care of my father, got condition. I just got him into a nursing home. And then I let them move him with us about 20 days ago. And there's still no family squabble. I let them move in with us. And I'm sitting in jail.
How much do you make in an average week?
Right now, about 150. Plus I take care of all my dad's finances. I'm signed over all his, I take care of all his finances, all his payments.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Wilson?
Your Honor, the state would ask for a cash or surety bond unless Mr. Wilson would be willing to go to the residential alcohol treatment program with electronic monitoring. It's an indication that we have that alcohol played a big role in this situation. We also want a protection order.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, why don't we do this, since sounds like there's some things you need to talk to Mr. Morford about off the record. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delay this. I'm going to let him call down, talk to you by telephone, so everyone in the courtroom can't hear what you say. And then we'll come back and finalize issues on bond and how we're going to go forward. So we'll recall you later in the docket.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
Here's the thing. I've been out of trouble for 2 years, and I'm on probation.
You probably need to stop right there and let me call you.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, I'm going to walk through that door and call you.
Run everything by Mr. Morford because that's privileged information, but what you're talking to me here on the open record, it's not privileged and the state could use it against you, anything you say.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Morford, you have another case here I was going to call. You want to go ahead and do it first before you call?
Sure.
State of Ohio versus Douglas Hess, case number CRA 2473, CRB 2473.
Yes, sir. Get patient. Yeah, you graduate about 3 days.
I'm sorry.
You graduate about 3 days. 27 days in there.
And since he's compliant, he's going to be doing aftercare.
Yes, Your Honor, we're still working on his aftercare. We're having a little bit of a hard time making a decision on that, so we are actively working on that, and he will have placement before he leaves OVP. We're going to work on that some more today, so.
Okay, very good. This is a felony, so we just need to continue, let him keep being compliant with treatment and keep the case in this court rather than send you down to the grand jury for an indictment, I'm assuming would be the best thing.
We vote for that.
Okay. Let's come back in about a month then. You're on board with doing the aftercare, Mr. Harris?
Yes, sir.
May 3rd, Mr.
I'm free then, Judge.
May 3rd will be the next hearing.
One thing, Your Honor, I believe his goal is to get kind of further up north, more close to his family. So if he were to go up in that area, would he be able to just attend via Zoom or anything like that as long as the
he's
program?
compliant with treatment.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio recalls Crystal McMillan, case number TRD 24-646, CRB 16-688.
All right, this is Ms. McMillan. You've got a new case today and an old case. So the new case is 24-646 that alleges that on March the 30th of this year at 5:05 a.m., you were driving a vehicle with a suspended license. That's an unclassified misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine. And then you've got 16-688 was set for sentencing today, but you have a bond up on that. That was a theft conviction where you've got community service and fines and court costs to pay. Well, you pay them all, but it looks like you got a $50 bench warrant fee at some point. That's the only thing still owed.
Okay.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to bail. Actually, you don't have a right to an attorney on this new charge because the good news is it's not jail. The most you can get is community service and a fine, so you can have a lawyer, but I can't appoint one for somebody that is not in danger of losing their liberty, and you're not.
Right.
So you can have a lawyer if you want, but you have to hire your own lawyer. So, do you understand this new charge of driving under suspension?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to it?
Not guilty.
Not guilty?
Right.
Okay. You have to you want to get a lawyer to represent you, or how are you going to proceed?
No, I just didn't, well, I mean, I didn't think that my license was suspended. So
Let's
that's
see
why I
what
don't
they're saying
think
your
that.
problem was.
I just got him back.
Did you have to, were you filing proof of insurance? Was that one of the things you were required to do?
Yeah, the SR22.
Well, it looks like maybe that ran out. Did that run out the end of February and you didn't file a new one?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that's
what
probably
it
why
is.
you're suspended.
Okay.
So, you need to contact the DMV and see how you can straighten that out, because the officer also checked the box on this citation for you that you had no proof of insurance with you.
Okay. All right.
And And what happens in Ohio, when you get stopped, if you don't have proof of insurance and they check the box saying no proof of insurance, once the DMV sees it, they suspend you, because you have to have insurance when you drive. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this, on the new case, I'll just set it for a trial.
Okay.
And then now tell me about your old case. What are you going to do to get that taken care of? You got 9 days of community service left and $50 left to pay. You got to get out here and get some community service done.
Yeah.
April 12th and the 13th, write this down. You get double credit, so you can get 4 of those 9 days done by doing 2 days. April 12th, April 13th, Friday and Saturday. But you have to come here to the court on the west side of the building. You'll go to Fayette Township, they're doing a cleanup day. You get double credit.
Okay.
I'll set a trial, I'll give you some time to try to get this thing straightened out with the BMV.
Okay.
We'll make it May the 3rd for a trial. And I'll set your review hearing that day, May the 3rd. I'll let Mr. Sowers, because he was out, I guess he was rattling the cages, right?
Yeah.
He called your dad or something?
Yeah,
Okay. He wasn't too happy.
I know.
Okay, May the 3rd is your next hearing. I'll let Mr. Sowers know right now, so he won't throw you in the trunk of his car and take you to jail.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So I'll cancel the warrant on her. And the bond forfeiture hearing.
State of Ohio recalls Antonio D. Caldwell, case number TRD 24643, A and B.
This is set for arraignment today. You're Antonio
Yes, sir.
Caldwell. It's alleged that on March the 28th at 7:55 a.m., you were operating a vehicle with no driver's license. That's an unclassified misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine. And that you failed to stop at a stop sign. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to it?
Not guilty.
Okay, same as the last lady. I can't appoint a lawyer for you because you're not facing jail time. It's just, community service is the most you can get on the driving without a license and a fine. So I'll set it for a trial. Do you need some time to try to straighten it out, or what are you going to do?
Well, my license ain't suspended nothing. I've been trying to get them. I just have to get them. I've been working on that.
Okay, so you want a month to try to get it straightened out?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll set yours the same time as hers, May the 3rd, and we'll make yours a pre-trial.
Okay.
Rather than a trial, because you're going to try to straighten it out.
All right.
And I've entered a not guilty plea for you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're free to go.
State of Ohio versus Dean J. Fields, case number CRA 23715, CRB 23656.
Dean Fields, and this is Mr. Delauder's case.
It is, Judge. This is one, if you recall, we had a pretrial back on March 11th. Mr. Fields entered a guilty plea to an amended charge, and we had a discussion on the record at that time about some things that were pending. He needed to finalize his divorce with the complaining party in that case. That has been done at this point. And I think we also advised the court at that time that he would not be here today because he would be, well, hopefully, that he would be out of town back at work, so he could start paying child support. So all those things have happened at this point. That's related to the domestic complaints. There's another charge that was a theft complaint that remains unresolved. My understanding was that that was going to be dismissed. However, Mr. Hill today asked if I thought it would be okay to continue the matters again, just to make sure Mr. Fields doesn't go around the Lake Forest where the theft allegedly occurred, which is fine with me. I suggested May 6th, but if we want to go out farther than that, that's okay too.
Well, I'm showing one of these was a domestic violence.
It was. That's the one he pled to, Judge.
Okay.
Yep.
So that would be for sentencing today, and we're okay with extending that out as well. The
Yeah, I
theft
had
charge,
marked the sentencing, so it was reduced to misdemeanor.
It was.
Okay, we'll set everything for May the 6th. Sentencing on 23/7/15, and it'll be a trial on 23/6/56.
And then, Judge, I don't know, I believe we advised Mr. Fields on the record that as long as he was not in town, that he was out of town working, that he did not need to appear in person. Do you want him to appear in person on May 6th, or is it okay if I have him available via Zoom on that day?
well, we're going to want a no contact order if we're going to conclude the domestic violence case on that day, so we would need him present for that. The other case involves not the victim of the domestic violence, but the association, homeowners association, or whatever you would call that, at the place where the marital residence has been, and it has to do with the theft of a lock or an entry gate card. And the people who are in charge of that organization are still upset about the situation. Their main goal is to try to keep Mr. Fields from coming back there because of the fact that they've had some other issues that are not before the court. The protection order and the no contact order, because the victim's going to continue to live there, will provide some assurance to the victims of the other case that he won't be coming around, but we need to figure out exactly how we're going to make all this satisfy everyone.
And I can try to mail him too. He's consented to a protection order already, and there's a civil protection order, I believe, out of common pleas court that he's consented to also. But if there's another document that the prosecutor's office needs him to sign, I can probably make arrangements for that to happen even before we get there. Yeah.
Did that get notarized?
No, judge has to sign it.
Yeah.
I can have him acknowledge it.
So that's okay.
All right, so.
May I approach?
Yes. May the 6th will be the next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Eric L. Ferris, case number TRC 231183.
Judge, on this one, Mr. Ferris previously had entered a plea to reckless driving. He had provided proof to the court that he had completed the driving intervention program. However, at the last hearing, the court advised him that the ticket had indicated he did not, that the vehicle didn't have insurance on it.
Right.
You gave him a chance to produce that. He brought that to me today. And it's the Ford truck.
Yeah.
What's the date of expiration?
Okay, it appears to be effective from November 2022. Well,
Well, I'm looking at the insurance card here, Judge.
it's it's not for the dates.
It's for the.
No, it's for the right truck, but it's, see, the date of this, so the license plate was 26/30/24.
You got a ticket in August.
Yeah.
Well, that insurance has to be valid through August.
Well,
This
it
only
is,
says-
I talked to.
Well, no, it's not on here.
Not on that one, it's not.
We need a card that has covers the date of August 26, 23. If you can't get a card on it, if you have a local agent, they can give you a proof of insurance.
Well, I bought the vehicle, sir.
You want to try to get it now before you leave, so we don't have to come back?
Well, I tried to get it over the weekend. This is where he told me it was in the car inside the. This wasn't my int, I didn't, that's not my name.
Can't you have him call this agent and get an updated card that shows valid through August?
August of 23?
Yeah, because you got a ticket. Your ticket was in August.
Yeah.
August 26 was the date of the ticket.
Yeah, so I mean, you're going to have to show proof.
I thought that's what this was, because
No, that's not what that is.
Okay.
Do you want to have a chance to do that, or do you want to conclude the case today?
What do you?
Well, you're going to get a suspension.
I don't want
if
to, I can't have them suspended. I got 6 people that work for me. I need to be able to get back and forth to work.
Yeah, can we, if I can get it resolved today, we can maybe recall it after the trial. Otherwise, can we come back on May 6th and do it on that day?
I'll put it down for May 6th. If you get it today, then we'll deal with that day.
I'll go to James's house if I go to.
State of Ohio recalls Stephen Wilson at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24-172, A and B.
Judge, he's amenable to treatment, and I completely forgot to ask him about his pay source.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Nicole Kraft, we'll do here, Your Honor, case number TRD 16-3493.
And Ms. Kraft is set for sentencing hearing. This is on a driving under suspension. You're trying to get your license back or get reinstated?
I've paid everything off and I have them back.
Okay, you got them with you?
Yes.
Okay, you can see them. Just did get them, right? March 22nd, is that when you got them?
Yes.
Okay, congratulations. Yeah, let's put a copy in the file. Here's what I'm going to do. This is an old case from back in 2016 that looks like you'd failed to appear at a sentencing hearing back in 2016. Then you got wound up getting arrested on the warrant when you failed to appear and had to post a bond with Mr. Sowers, right? If I process this and send it in to the B&B, this old ticket, they're going to suspend you again because it says no proof of insurance in 2016. So here's what I'm going to do. And you paid $52. If you pay the full court costs, I don't know if that was the full court cost or what's it showing. If you pay the full court costs, I'll dismiss it, so you won't get it. Since you did everything to get your license back, I don't want you to lose it again. With that, you probably heard me say before, if you drive in the state of Ohio, you or the vehicle have to be covered by insurance. If you're not, and the B&B finds out about it, they suspend you. Well, they wouldn't have found out about this because this ticket's been here all these years. So as soon as I process it and send it to them, they're going to say you were driving without insurance. They're going to suspend you. You'll have to jump through all those hoops again. So. Okay, so back in 2016, that was the court process. Okay, I didn't remember what it. Inflation. It's 125 now. Okay, so I'm going to dismiss it. You're free to go.
So
Just
everything's...
remember what I told you though, you gotta have insurance when you drive. And
I
come
do
to
now.
court when you're ordered to. Got case is dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Wilson of Orange County Jail, case number CRB 24172, A and B.
All right, Mr. Morford is representing Mr. Wilson. You had a chance to talk.
Yes.
Heard what the state's position was on bond for him. What's he say?
He's agreeable, Judge. He'd like to take the treatment with GPS route.
Okay. Have you been to treatment before, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you go?
You sent me several places. It's been years since you've seen me.
I know I have short-term memory loss, so I don't remember where I sent you. Can you remind me where I sent you?
What's that?
Do you remember the name of the facility you went to last for treatment?
I made the group was the last one, but I called one county recovery was the last one. And then Mr. Godfrey, that's in New Star, so.
Okay.
Whichever one you can give me today.
I don't know, but Shawnee has been, Riverside has been.
Okay, let's try you out of the area. So I'm going to send you to Scioto County for treatment with Shawnee. They said they can pick you up today.
Okay, that'll work.
And then we'll come back in a month and see how things are going.
Okay.
May the 3rd, Mr. Morford?
I'm good then, Judge.
Were you wanting a monitor, Mr. Field?
Yes.
Okay. So we got to get a monitor too, so we'll have to contact adult probation for that. They should be able to get done today.
We also
They're all rested.
Well, they had 2 to take off and 2 to put on Friday.
Okay.
We also need a protection order.
Okay, I'm ordering you to stay away from Priscilla Carter and Aaron Gannon. If you're going to be in treatment, that'll be easy. You're not going to be around them anyway.
Yeah, but it still is my house. If it's looking to be living in, that kind of stuff hurts. But I'll live with it.
Okay. I'll see you May 3rd.
Okay, thank you, sir.
GPS, Shawnee, inpatient.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Dylan Hyden, case number CRA 22473, TRC 222096, A and B. Dylan Hyden.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Morford's case. Mr. Hyden is here. Okay, it's time to wrap this up. He's been sentenced on the OVI, and I think they're still pending
I think there's a pending felony.
that happy to dismiss.
Thank you so much.
It's been kind of a long and winding road, but you made it, and you're doing really well right now. And you got a job with the railroads, I understand?
Yeah, I actually got a plane to catch at 1:40.
Okay,
So-
well, you should make that.
Yeah.
As long as it's from, is it from Tri-State or?
Yeah, out of Huntington.
Okay,
Yeah, we're in good shape.
that shouldn't be any problem. So, now, you've got stuff you've got to do on your OVI. You've been making payments on,
I
you have made payments, or you gonna make a payment today, or is it done?
Everything's paid for.
Okay.
I got my driver's license back.
What about community services? You do
Done.
that?
It's finished.
Well, it's finished, Your Honor.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I won't set another review hearing then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Awesome.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Case is completed. Okay, we have all set at noon, is that happening, or?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, I'll go rest up for it. Unless you're ready to start now.
Well, I haven't looked around to make sure our people are here, but I just...
Okay, well, we'll take a recess when you're ready to start, let me know when we get started.
We've got a lot of spares tonight.
A lot of stairs.
A lot of
I've got to. So I'm gonna leave Courtney Hampton's here. Because I gotta find out, because it's getting ready to happen. But let me try and do this before I go. Hey, John, would you do me a favor? Give me a second. I can't get the volume. I was looking at April. Obviously, I don't want the volume on when I'm in the courtroom. But like, I have to do a training coming up on a court day. And I'm just going to do it here. And I can't get a meeting for the start.
I think I've told you. Your volume's 100% up.
Okay, yeah, these two things I'm going to work on. And I'm trying it with speech with.
Lord, and then we end. Here's some,
And I'm supposed to hit something when I have those.
here's some entries.
Are they Bluetooth or are they plug into it?
Plug in.
Now,
These go in
have a
the.
problem with that.
It showed, when I had it at home, it
Yeah.
showed that the volume was 100%, but then you couldn't actually, you
That's what I'm saying, it shows it.
And I had earbuds. Maybe I'll try it again.
Well, I don't know, you better call digit 3.
Yeah, you might have to, because
So they can charge $200 to get the...
yeah, this should be working.
Well, two were closed and two.
They, in the computer, they all show that they're closed, and the basic dates came out wrong.
Today?
What is it?
Yeah,
Stephen Stanley today?
yes.
The Stephen, the one, yeah, I closed it out.
Stephen A.
Not, the one of them, yes.
Okay, there was a Stephen A and a Stephen
Yeah.
L.
The one the judge,
All has a future date. With these,
the one that the judge sent out to me to see if he had completed everything. He had.
but one of them he never got sentenced on. There was no sentencing entry in there.
I looked at them, I thought, before I did it, and I thought they all had nothing to do with the computer.
He was an ankle monitor, is this year the 22?
But then, I thought for sure it was here.
How are you on this morning?
Good, how are you?
That's Stephen Allen. I quit on it. Yeah.
Okay, so he is supposed to be maybe 6 on this one at least, because he's not done.
I've got May 6th now.
Well, no, he was given May the 6th, you are correct. And I went over, he sent, the judge sent him to me to verify he was done with everything, and he wouldn't have to come back. And so I thought there was sentencing on everything, but I may have
That one was
overlooked.
overlooked, he hadn't, so maybe they'll dismiss it or whatever. This one, I couldn't tell if he was done with Riverside, so his.
He went to Bethesda,
So that was-
never.
so they're all done then, I would say,
The 23, no?
23, 148.
Yeah.
Pull it up in the computer and CRB 23, 148.